Hey, it's a dark episode for July the 9th, 2023. And as you can kind of tell from my nighttime recitation of Orlando Furioso, uh, it was a day that, you know, things got squooshed. Well, I got out to do the grocery shopping at about noon, got back about 1:30, had lunch, watched Star Trek, um, did stuff in the garden, la 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 la. Jean went off for a nap. I worked on a doodle for my pal on DA for their story, which is our collaboration together, and that took me a good while. That was that had a lot of figures in it. I'm doing it all in very tinily on this little notebook. I'm looking forward to my next notebook being a larger one, a little bit bigger of a canvas. Probably won't be any more complex, but it'll be a little less super tight in there, and that will be hopefully a good thing. And I am planning for that. Um, I'm getting up on, I'm into I think broke 90 today of published daily doodles, and yeah, I'm keeping on working at it, and I want to keep this stretch going for as long as I can. Maybe make it a habit. That would be good. And just while I'm watching TV with Ja, kind of just doing idle doodles, which is kind of nice, just to kind of do things loose and just kind of play that way. I mean, I'm playing the other way too, but that's good. But other than that, I did my physio exercises, I did my vocal exercises. I just got Orlando Furioso done. Really, the Star Trek Strange New Worlds was like, it was okay. The second season does not seem to be shaping up as strongly as the first. Um, you know, that's too bad. Really enjoying somebody, somewhere. Uh, really, I mean, actually, it's interesting. We're watching Somebody Somewhere, which is apparently kind of based on the lead actress's experiences in this kind of Midwestern town. Her come back. Her sister has died. One sister has died, the one that was gay, and that they had the rest of the family kind of ostracized because of it. Um, and I'm watching that, which is so kind of funny and wistful and sad and super funny, uh, and full of song. They do an amazing. The very first episode, there's a duet of a Peter Gabriel, and what's her name, Kate Bush, from his album, um, the great '86 album that I fucking grew up on. Um, Be your sledgehammer. This is I Don't Give Up. And it was just like, wow, that was a scene that was just obviously that was like the reason that we're gonna do this series, was this one at the beginning. I have to believe that was it. That's the keystone, and it's kept strong. And I love all the characters, this ensemble that they have here. I love that. I'm, we're watching that, and we're watching I May Destroy You, which is Michaela Cole, and her created series. This young, amazing woman who gives the most like amazing face as an actress. Like, she's someone who, it's like I would talk about Juliette Lewis, being able to like give amazing face, and this is someone who is at the start of her career who can do that as well. And yeah, and her being this young writer, very wild, kind of taking drugs really irresponsibly, kind of careening through life, and in the first thing being kind of waking up in a daze, after having kind of a blackout at a bar and having flashes of what's obviously a sexual assault, and kind of the spill out of that, and kind of going back to her with her friend in Italy, her friend who was like acting weird, like I think she twigged like that she like, um, the character that Michaela herself plays doesn't really understand what's going on, isn't quite cluing in at first that she's having sexual assault, but what she's describing to her friend, I think her friend should know, and maybe her friend does know, but is busy, and so dismisses it, goes off for the audition, and then we're getting further chapters where it's maybe a more complicated thing of exactly, uh, you know, what their relationship is and what they've gone through before, and how that friend's also kind of abandoned her again at another time when she was completely drugged out in a bar, which, as much as I know about the female code, is like you don't leave fucked up friends alone, not in this world. And I mean, if there's a thing of kind of, it's a horrible conjunction of drug use that leaves you horribly vulnerable and kind of wandering unprotected in the world, and you combine that with fucking horrible male misogyny predator thing, it's one of those, like, 95% of people maybe aren't predators, but that 5%, they're out there and they're hunting and they're looking for like young women like this who are fucked up and vulnerable, and perhaps feeding them more drugs to make them especially vulnerable. It's like, so gross, and so very real. So two very different shows, two kind of memoir shows though, and two very much getting at a certain being in the world, which I guess all fiction does in a way. Yeah, so really good stuff. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.